H and Riley were left for dead against J-Dub and Dylan. They were down a game, 8-2. Things were a mess. They were making bad decisions. Then they started isolating, of all things, the Flick Wizard, and they came roaring back and won that. And they are fired up for this opportunity. I walked into the facility with Big H, and he feels very good about this. He knows it's going to be a big battle. I think you'll see them try to put the ball on the ground, slow it down a bit, especially in front of Pablo. And then when they do get a ball up, they trust their hands. This is going to be very different than the teams you just mentioned. This will be a lot more fast-paced men's doubles than some of the other finals.
Riley Newman has a history of golds in men's doubles, but not this year. Big put away for Dekel. He has 13 titles to his name dating back to 2020. Hasn't been to a final, Dave, since the Masters earlier this season with Thomas Wilson back in January.
Yeah, you don't get more early than the first tournament of the year. So that's how long it's been, from the first one to the second last.
1-0.
And everybody wants to play with Big H. I mean, he's won with Fed. You know he's a player on the rise.
Second serve.
And there's the magic pancake grip full of syrup and butter right there. I mean, just holds it there. And if you go to that right shoulder, it's usually a smart place, not against this player.
Side out.
Heavy drive incoming from Dekel. Of course, the lefty nuance on their side with Pablo Tellez, who's made it to a couple of finals this year. Captured 2 golds, one in Houston, one in Orange County with Hayden Patriquin.
And I thought Pablo was terrific last night in his semifinal. They had quite the battle, and he just was so solid. And that's the thing we watch with Pablo. And when he's playing this well, Big D's had a great year. Dekel.
Oh, what a pull from Dekel. Rarely do you see Hayden Patriquin out of position.
Yeah, just sitting a little backhand there and late to get to the forehand.
Second serve.
H is like, you don't need to tell me to go. I got it there, pal.
1-0-2.
Oh, off the tape it goes. That two-handed backhand from Riley Newman.
Man, what a move and a great shot. That's hard to keep that in. A lot of people miss that ball wide because your momentum of your body moving will pull the ball wide, and Dekel got that down the line easily.
Ooh, wanted the inside out of the air.
Unnecessary, difficult, low, highest part of the net. Need I go on?
1-1-2.
So Riley is loaded up in the middle of the court, and that gets to his left shoulder, which is usually not the place, but because of his grip, you can catch him.
Second serve.
Riley Newman keeping Tellez and Dekel back at the baseline.
Yeah, he doesn't have a great overhead because of that grip, so he doesn't have that continental where he can pronate his wrist and really fire it. But depth of the shot was more than good enough.
Low scoring affair early in game 1, as we would expect it to be a dogfight between these two. Big H strolls through the transition area and a big backhand flick down the line.
2-1-1. Point.
And forehand down the line on Dekel.
Yeah, much faster pace from this duo, and they'll keep it going. And you'll see a bunch of returns to Riley Newman. And if Riley just flips that high in the air, they will take it, let it bounce, and that's the smart thing to do, and then pound the fourth.
Can't go there on Dekel.
Now, there's a lot of spots. He is a big guy, but protects his body really well, and then able to get that down there.
Barr and Tellez in just their second tournament playing together this season and in their careers.
I like it, lefty-righty.
Yeah.
They've had that figured out most of the way.
Especially with the frame of Dekel playing the left. And the possibilities that presents.
Yeah, and Mark Thomas will lay the law down there as our referee.
Riley Newman, one of the best defensive players, backed up in trouble there from Tellez and Barr.
Yeah, and that disguise of the speed ups off the bounce with the forehand from Dekel, so good.
Wow.
How hard do I have to hit it? It's that hard, Dekel. That was nice. Those aren't fun to defend when you're just not getting all of it, and you know you keep falling behind more and more. But they're undefeated, so this first dance is working.
Batting 1,000 so far.
Second serve. One, 3-2. Point. Two, 3-2. Point. 3-3-2. Point.
Just a little too much of a swing there for Riley, but I like a positive Pablo on the front of this match is important, and they've got it.
Oh, ATP defended, and a little, hey, how are you, from Hayden Patriquin.
I mean, this is what players are doing. They know the partner is sliding over to cover the other half, and they're bringing it all the way back, and swag city right there.
3-4-1.
Oh.
I got your clean winner back across. Love it. And Pablo can take that ball there, and he can pull that back down the line, too. That's nice.
What do you think works so well about the partnership of Patriquin and Riley Newman? Early sample size, but
I love they trust the hands. They get in most of the time. And roll clarity. Big H is more aggressive in the right side position than Riley is used to, and it works well for them. They've figured that out on the fly here. And that time, the teenager is talking to Dekel, and Riley was ready to destroy that right behind him.
6-4-2.
They're also very good dinkers. They haven't NCP, and look at Fed just, you know, enjoying a Sunday.
Is he early?
Yeah, why not?
Why not, indeed. He's got a mixed doubles bronze medal match today as well with Rachel Rohrabacher.
Which is very important for Rachel.
Yes, to break into the top 8 in the women's portion of mixed doubles. She has to play her partner, Anna Bright, excuse me, in Guangdong. That's a tough one.
Hey, would you lay down for me so I can qualify? No chance with AB.
And Patriquin back to serve, continuing the run. And they continue.
And usually you want to return to Riley, and Riley is sprinting down the awesome tunnel with the lights that we have, and he will appear. Ta-da! Where's David Copperfield? Thank you. Thank you, Riley.
And taking the stage now, Riley Newman.
Newman.
Hasn't won a gold since last year with Matt Wright back in May. It's been a while for Riley Newman. This would be a monstrous moment for him to get back in the mix.
And it's funny, it's H that's wanted to play with Riley forever, but it's actually with the trajectory this year the other way around with who would normally be asking who. And hello, Newman.
Game 1 on the side of Big H and Riley Newman, an 11-4 finish. We'll see if Tellez.
I have bad bunions. Wish they'd disappear.
Lapiplasty.
Sup? Future me? And no bunions! How?
Lapiplasty.
Lapiplasty corrects bunions at the source, meaning you're back in sneakers in weeks.
Lapiplasty.
Weeks! The future of bunion surgery is here. Learn more at lapiplasty.com. Risks include infection, pain, and loss of correction.
Set the net up and we just play all day. It's great. There is another Aussie, Morgan Evans, that's in pickleball. He's a coach. How did we get this Morgan Evans into pickleball? What's the origin story? 2020, man. When everything shut down, there was no shows to play. It became the way to get out of the house, catch up with the boys, and just be social and get outside. And yeah, I guess we were playing every day. And so it's just one of those things that stuck, and it's still that social kind of exercise thing for me now.
And they have right now MLP Australia going on. We are as a tour heading there in January. How is the pickleball over there? Are you seeing the growth of it? I know your family still lives over there.
Yeah, well, I'm excited about it. Every time I go back, they're talking about it more. Yeah. I couldn't get much of the gear last time when I was there. I was trying to get it for my family for Christmas, so hopefully when I get back, there'll be more of that around. But I want to say out loud, I have never met this other Morgan Evans, so if you're watching, Morgan, we should play pickleball sometime. And last question, Necker Cup. I know you had a chance to experience that with some of the brass of the PPA, some of the pro players. Talk about that experience. Yeah, we went out to Necker Island earlier this year. I went to play music, obviously, but I think I was asked because of my interest in the sport, and I just sort of met so many people from the community, and that's another thing that I love about this game and this sport is the community, and so that's the reason I wanted to stick around today and just be a part of it.
Well, we're happy that you're here. Go enjoy, get on center court. The atmosphere is electric. Again, Morgan Evans, country music star. Mish, let's get back to the action.
Thanks so much. It has to be hilarious for the celebrity of that caliber to be mixed up with another Morgan Evans, who is famous in our pickleball world.
Yeah, and they're both Australian.
Yeah,
like, what are we doing here?
Can the real Morgan Evans please stand up?
Yes, I mean.
Also would love to get that Australian accent in the booth, so feel free to come join us, Morgan. Either one. Just kidding.
Yeah, and it's time for Pablo and Dekel to find the level that they played at earlier in the week, because it's not there so far. A lot of that has to do with the hands of H and Newman winning those exchanges.
Yeah, I was going to ask you after that break what specifically needs to go better on the side of Barr and Tellez.
And even if they clank paddles, first-timers, you know, throw it in the middle is a good strategy, but if they're going to make that, you're in trouble. Now, that was not a good shot selection because two different people were ready to pounce on that.
Great spot from Dekel Barr.
Yeah, and Riley really loves to get the footwork and get behind the ATP if he can and curl that around with that grip. Wasn't able to do it there. I'd like to see some fast pace drive and crash here. Dekel lobbing twice in one rally, Michelle, and gets the push-off call. Wow, okay. What a delicate get on the first lob, though, by the youngster. Just threw that back in the kitchen like it was nothing. Don't panic when you go back for a lob and hit it as hard as you can. Throw that in the kitchen. Take your time.
Second serve.
Too good from Riley Newman, picking the right spot.
Exactly, picking the right spot and not letting that pass by just throwing it on the ground, attacking a high. That was a fifth.
Oh, what was that?
Let's have for us.
Take a closer look at it. Oh, I think he has a case here. You know what? To be fair, live, I thought I saw it short too, but
I say in.
that looks pretty clear in. I don't know if you can make an argument otherwise. Pretty filthy ATP from Riley Newman, who, as I said, hasn't captured gold since a season ago before the breakup with Matt Wright. That was the last partner he had in that gold medal.
And then he cut that Taylor Swift deep with Matt Wright. I mean, they just kept losing to the Johns brothers.
After review, the call on the court's overturned. The ball was in. Two timeouts. Resume play.
That was an immediate challenge from Riley Newman.
I mean, no one had a better look at it. He's staring right down the line at the shot. Now, sometimes when it came off your paddle, you have a, air quotes, look at it that, oh, I definitely made that, but that was perfect. Yeah, that unique style of his on the ATP served him well there.
It's quite awkward, but effective for him.
Yeah. Lefty save.
Newman goes big again at the body of Tellez, who fends it off effortlessly.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice right there.
Oh, Riley Newman wants more.
Yeah, and Riley didn't get a hold of all those that he earned, and Dekel just smashed it, but into the tape.
Wow, Newman takes over.
Yeah, and just the complimentary pickleball from these two all week long, just fantastic for a first event, and obviously the biggest event just ever in the history of our sport, that's all. Last night, almost 0 unforced errors from Tellez. Not the case today.
8-2-2.
Looking for his first career gold medal.
Side out.
The other players have won at least 2 men's doubles titles. Dekel hasn't won at those since 2021.
2-8-1.
Big H this season. Riley has won none this year.
Second
And
serve.
he looks motivated.
And these thirds are a disaster. They're getting nowhere near the kitchen consistently. Much better there.
Point.
I mean, that's the specificity of placement that Riley has to have, or Dekel with that long reach will just blow up Big H. Haven't seen it much. Yeah, and these are like 65-35 or 70-30 hand battles going to H and Riley, and that's why the score is what it is.
Point.
That one got away from Dekel Bar, and Newman and Patriquin running away with game 2.
9-3-1.
And he is talking on the way back. It wasn't clean, but somehow he hit a lob sky hook back through the middle over a couple of giants. What's going on?
Game point. Oh my.
Second serve.
Just G. Would have been nice though.
Yes,
2 balls through the middle against the Giants, to your point.
I love that he pulled the trigger on that.
Game point number 2. Tellez hits the heels of Riley Newman. 2 game points saved.
Yeah, and Riley acted like he'd been pulled over for speeding and taken out of the car. Those hands went straight up in the air here. Like, I didn't do it, officer. I
Put
mean
your hands where I can see.
Yes, exactly.
After that kind of shot. I'm just kidding.
Got the Proton ball kids going for this tournament as well, Michelle. I love it.
Yes. New addition. Charles Darling, the founder and CEO of Proton Sports. Big part of that. A lot of them are the junior PPA players. ATP well short for Hayden Patriquin.
I like the timeout here. I know you just had a game point, but the beauty
So
of this.
true. Here's another look at the Brookhaven Country Club where we reside this week for the World Championships.
Second serve.
Just unnecessary dink there, wide. I don't mind him redirecting it down the line, but nothing good is gonna, like, you're not creating something magical there. Now, if Riley leaves it up, by all means, H is at the mercy of Dekel, and he's done that a few times. And the dinking has been way better for H and Riley, except for a couple of those incidents.
That one's coming right back to your face.
And there were 2 paddles ready again. I mean, that's the special sauce. So they definitely need to close it out here.
Game point number 3 for Patriquin and Barr, or excuse me, Newman.
Second serve.
Wow. Riley not able to get on top of it. He got exactly what he wanted from Pablo.
Game point number 4 for Newman.
Side out.
They save another 4 tries to close it out. They don't. Tellez and Barr have a serious chance here, now trailing by just 4. Tellez back to serve to Hayden Patriquin.
Second serve.
I mean, if you want to play at the highest level, obviously you have to have fast hands, but you have to understand how the combinations work. And at a young age, he is all over this. Thanks for making the ATP there, H, just to prove you had it.
Just an ahead rep, missed one a moment ago. Game point number 5 for Big H and Riley Newman. It's deep, and they'll take the second off a freebie. 11-6 finish for Patriquin and Newman. They are 1 game away from securing their first Grand Slam title together.
Your dog.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. He is with us in the booth as well, carrying the torch for the beloved Ben.
Yes.
Over on College Game Day, here's Pablo Tellez to start us off with Game 3.
Oh boy. And Riley screams out, and it has 7 syllables in it somehow. Out, and it just keeps going.
So funny. Sounds German or something.
Yeah. There's Pat Smith coaching him up.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the spark that Tellez and Barr needed and was absent in games 1 and 2.
And if H just lets the ball go, they get nothing. Here they get 2 and are still building. Oh my.
That's so good.
Okay, Pablo.
Well, there's a look at what got that team to this point.
They were magical.
Riley Newman in search of his first gold medal since May of 2023. Hayden Patriquin on his team, and in some trouble early in Game 3. Sean McMahon, Dave Fleming in the booth, and a much better looking performance to start for Tellez and Barr so far.
Until that flailed third from Pablo. Oh, they're fighting over it. Wow, Dekel chose to just play it safe on a couple of balls in that rally after a fierce fight on the rebound of those 2 lobs. Pablo pushed him out of the way. That's a big dude to get out of the way there. That's the problem with 2 forehands in the middle sometimes.
Left one up. Riley Newman takes care of it. They're within 1.
And some theatrics with our referees there on the footwork. And now back to being better dinkers. They're heavier. There's more spin on it. Big H really rolls it, puts pressure, then sets up the hand speed.
Second serve.
Awesome first volley from Dekel.
3-3-2. Point.
That's deep on the return.
And just like that, all those good times from 7 minutes ago that we captured in a scrapbook are gone. Riley either couldn't reach it, got out of the way, and H was there. That's hard to do when your own partner get it done here.
That was surprising for me as well. Newman looking to carry on a 2-point lead. Well played by Dekel Barr through the middle.
That's the one mistake that has happened and cropped up periodically. A high backhand dink from Riley. Look at Big D not overhit that, because that sometimes, man, you just lose your mind and slam that. He just right back through the middle.
Wow.
Great response here and needed.
5-5-1.
What in the world, Riley? I mean, for a guy that has unbelievable footwork to settle for the left-handed sort of slap, not very good overhead was an interesting choice, but hey, they won the rally. It worked.
Side out.
And I mean, they do not get to the kitchen line nearly at the pace that Riley and Big H do, and that's tough to come back when that's the case.
Second serve.
Newman and Patriquin one more trying to get off 5.
Point.
Yeah, I mean, most of the dink errors, other than the pop-ups I mentioned, are being made by Pablo and Dekel, and
6-5-2.
that's why we are in sweep territory here.
Side out.
Yike. Not a good swing there. He's usually reliable.
Five, 6-1. Second serve.
Just catches. Dave, you mentioned Gabe Tarnio disappointed with his tournament run in men's doubles. We figured out why that is. Brian Levine weighing in that
5-6-2.
this was the week he won the split age pro men's doubles.
Here we go.
You were
Yes,
there,
yes.
so I'm sorry to.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that
bring
up,
that
Mish.
up.
If people are texting you during the broadcast and it has a negative connotation, let's not do it.
It's a positive one for Gabe.
It is.
6-6-2.
It is indeed.
Depends who you ask. I think Brian's pretty happy.
It's the last time he's playing it.
Who, Gabe or Brian?
Oh, both potentially. Just walk it off into the sunset. Now I'm sure they'll be back to defend their title. Well earned. Nice from Pablo. And Dekel like threw a little jab at him. He's
6-6-2.
very pleased with that.
Point.
And then they come back with that. Dekel is furious with himself, as he should be.
7-6-2.
Down the line and a winner for Hayden Patriquin. 8-6.
Just the pop the youngster gets on that paddle just can express in April.
Loved that conversation with her talking about the day she quit. Dekelbar's had enough.
Wow.
Side out.
Really important side out there. So can they get something done? Get to the kitchen or find a drive and crash. One or the other.
Second serve.
That's just a terrific return, and I would expect Riley will try and put it over there to Pablo if he can, but the Dekelbar serve,
6-8-2.
sometimes you're just happy to get it back, although he did not hammer that at all. Pablo likes to do that. He'll run around the backhand and then pull it down the line, and Riley
7-8-2.
saw it, just didn't make it.
Ooh, off the nets and into the breadbasket of Hayden Patriquin to tie it. Tellez and Barr alive and well in game number 3.
Yeah,
A swing
H
situation.
does not remember making an order for the sourdough.
Side out.
Man, that was needed.
8-6-2. 8-1.
Just he's been on that, and it's hard to believe he's on that consistently, but right into Big H, and that's an easy counter down for him.
Doesn't seem like it would be that easy, though. Hayden makes it appear that way. ATP for Big H, and a championship point on the side of the 7 seed, Newman and Patriquin.
10-8-1.
Uh-oh. Oh, my. Oh, thought they were going to recover. They couldn't.
And what an exchange at match point down for Pablo and Dekel. I mean, you get one stop here and life is okay. It's not ideal.
Match point number 2 for Riley Newman and Hayden Patriquin. And a big drive from Riley Newman on the 3rd to close it. Riley Newman and Hayden Patriquin are your 2024 World Champions of Dallas. The Grand Slam title is theirs. First Slam title as a team, first of their careers.
I mean, the teenage